Hey y'all, come on in. Today I'm going to be making some hamburger, rice, and gravy. And I stopped by Harris Teeter. I don't know if you have one in your area, but I noticed that they have these like $12. Pork chops like $6. The big pack, like a family pack, boneless pork chops for $10. And I was going to get the pork chops, but I said I've been had a taste for hamburger, rice, and gravy. So we're gonna prep this. I got me 2 packs of Harris Teeter Brown gravy. I'm gonna try out the Worcestershire sauce, the Harris Teeter brand. I usually get the Lynn Perkins, but I'm gonna try this out to see if it's as good as that. Now we're gonna be putting in Morton's Nature Seasons. It's good for everything, but I'm just gonna add just a little bit more with garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. If you know me, you know I love to put smoked paprika on my items. So I'm going to see y'all back when I get this in the bowl and we get ready to prep it. And we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about 1.5 to 2 hours and let it marinate a little bit. And then we're going to come on back and show y'all how we're going to put this meal together. Okay, guys, we got our meat in the bowl. Let's go ahead on and break it up. And I am using my hands, and I have washed my hands. I'm cooking for my family, so it's okay, and not nobody on the outside. If it was, I would be using gloves. So first we're going to put some Nature's seasoning. And you got to put enough because you want them to get the flavor of it, okay? They don't want to act like it won't come out, honey. There we go. Here it comes. Okay, season it up real good. But remember, we're going to add some extra garlic and onion to this, okay? Next, we're going to put just a little bit, not much. Some garlic for flavor. And we're going to put some onion powder in here. Some of y'all use real onions. I use real onions sometimes. Sometimes I use onion powder. Sometimes I use onion powder and garlic. Then we're going to add just a little bit of smoked paprika. And then we're going to use some Harris Teeter's, Lynn Perkins. And you just want to kind of monitor it, the name. Hold on, y'all, because I think it do got the little hole up there that I can put it out the top. Yeah, we got a little hole. So let's just do a couple of drops in here. And this right here is really good on your meat. Okay, so we're just going to put, I don't know the measurements. I just listen to my ancestors talking to me, telling me that's enough. So we're going to get this mixed up all in. Oh my God, it just smells amazing, y'all. It smells really good. We're going to mix all this in. And then we're going to sit this in the refrigerator for 1.5 to 2 hours. And then I'm going to come back when we get ready to cook the rice and the hamburger, and I'll see y'all back then. Okay, guys, we got to add a little flour in here to it before we, just a little bit. You don't need a lot, just a little, and just take and work it around in there so it get worked in real good and it disappears, and then you know it's mixed in good. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Just mashing it in, getting it in real good, tossing and turning it. It's going to make my hamburgers hold together. You can use flour or egg. I use flour. I've been using flour for years and it works fine for me. You use what you want to use, but I use flour. By the way, y'all, I got me an apron. I was so excited. Caught one on sale in TJ Maxx, and baby, I grabbed that apron so fast. Baby, yes. Okay, we got that mixed in real good. So what we're going to do now is just put our top on. And I'm going to ask Siri to set me a timer for 1.5 hours. So in 1.5 hours, I'll be back so y'all can see me cook this, okay? Now that we're shy of an hour, 30 minutes of cooking our burgers, we're going to go ahead on and put our rice in the rice cooker. But first of all, we want to measure our rice. This is Harris Teeter brand long white rice. And we're going to measure, let me see, I think one cup. Yeah, I forget, I'm so used to having a box. 1 cup should be sufficient. 1 cup. So we need a little bit more to give us 1 cup. Okay, that is 1 cup of rice. I think I'm gonna do 1/2. We're gonna set that to the side. And then you always want to rush your rice because it has starch to get the excess starch out. I already put my water in my bowl, and I'm just gonna put it in there. Set my measuring cup to the side, and I'm just gonna go around with it. You see how that starchy water? That's what you want to get, some of that starch off your rice, so it won't taste so starchy. And once I do that, I'll be back to put it in the cooker. Okay, guys, I've got the starch. As you can see, there's starch sitting on top of that rice. And I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way, the way I used to drain stuff. So I'm just going to take my top bowl, and I'm just going to hold it over the sink. And I'm just going to get the water out like that. And, well, I'm losing a little rice, but I'm going to tighten it down. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a second rinse. And we're going to repeat the same process. You see how it's a little clearer? It's a little clearer than before. And we're just going to repeat the same process. Okay? I'm going to try not to lose so much of my rice because I know I'm going to lose some, but I don't want to lose much. So I'm just an old school gal, okay? There we go. Woo, child. I put a 1/2 cup, but I ain't gonna have but a cup. Okay. Our rice is clean. So now we get ready to put it in the cooker. If you have never used a rice cooker before, this is the pot that it goes in. And inside you have your water measurements of how much water you want. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it has 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.8. You put as much water in your rice as you want to your liking. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just pour this rice in here, just like that. Old school. I'm gonna use my hand to go around and get my rice out. That's right, old school, baby. Just make sure your hands are clean. Your hands are clean, okay? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get every little grain, but I got majority of it out, and I'm gonna shake it around. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna come over here. I'm not gonna go too fast with the water. And I'm just gonna come and put enough over it. I don't want to dredge my rice, but I'm gonna put that much in there. So now what I'm gonna do, open up my rice cooker. I'm gonna insert my pan. It don't matter which way you put it in there. Any way you want to put it in there, it's fine. And I'm going to reach over here and grab the pepper. And I'm going to put some pepper in here. Black pepper. Some black pepper. Okay. And then I'm using, I hope I ain't put, I think that's a little, I can smell the pepper. I'm using unsalted butter. And I don't want to use too much butter. This is unsalted butter. This is the great value kind from Walmart. And I'm going to use, I would say this is about what? 1.5 piece of butter. We're going to drop it in there. And we use everything unsalted. So we're just going to put a little bit. Y'all see I'm measuring in my hand. That's a little bit of salt. I'm going to put just a little bit more because everything I just put in there is unsalted. And that's going to be enough of salt. No more, no less. So this is my second time using this rice cooker. So So y'all bear with me as I use it. It's my second time. Guys, I hope I can get it right. Let's see. We're going to shut the top down. We're going to plug it up over here. Just like, hold on. We're going to plug it up over here just like that. I want to pull it back where you can see it, and it should come on like that. Okay, and from my understanding, I want to cook white rice. So I'm going to mash white rice. And I think I come here and adjust my time and see it's working. It's working there, it's going around. And we're going to see what it does. This, like I said, this is my second time using it. Okay, you can do brown rice. You can do steamed rice. You can also do flash rice. This is what you cook grits on. In here is flash. Okay, you can keep it warm. But I think, y'all, hold on, it's slowing down. We're going to see what it's going to do. I hear it. Let's just see. I'll be back when it starts cooking. Okay, guys, it's cooking now because the red light is beside cooking. So what I'm gonna do is let this complete itself, and if it's not, the rice is not the texture that I'm looking for, I will add some more water, which I should have had broth, but I used water today. I usually use like chicken broth, but I used water. Hey, old school. So that's what I did. So let's let this do what it do, and by the time that finished, we should be ready to prepare our burgers. All right, guys, we got these burgers in here, and they are getting down. I got it on like 325. Let me give you a look. This is what we're working with. Okay. I'll see y'all back when it's time to add the gravy. And it smells so good. Okay, guys. The hamburger is finished. You see all that goodness that's sitting in the bottom of this pan. You want to try to keep as much of that as you can, because that is seasoning from the burger for your gravy. So you want to pour the majority of this is olive oil. And I put a little bit because hamburger makes its own gravy. And so I'm going to pour a majority of this out, and I'm going to leave some in along with the goodness in here. And then I'm going to add my gravy, and we're going to season our gravy as well. And let me give y'all another look at the hamburgers. They came out pretty good, y'all. Pretty good. And it smells so good in here. It's stinking, y'all. Okay, guys, we're making our gravy. I want to bring you back to see this. This is 2 packs of gravy with 2 cups of water. And I had added some water, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit more. And this is Harris Teeter gravy, and it's really thickening up really, really nice. And I kept all my goodness into the bottom of it. Let me pull y'all back where y'all can see a little better. There you go. So now I get my goodness off the bottom of it with this spatula. And let's get ready to add our hamburgers back in. And I'm going to turn it down just as soon as I get my burgers added in. Y'all know what? Ground chuck is the best because it's less shrinkage. Ground beef will shrink. Y'all remember how big these burgers were? I'm gonna put that juice right on in there with it because it got my seasoning on it. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it down. I had it on 375, but now I'm gonna cut it out to 300. And I'm gonna put my top back on it. And I'm gonna let it do what it do. Just a minute. There ain't nothing but the steam on top of the top here. That's all it is. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? We're gonna have some hamburger rice and gravy in a minute. Yes, sir. And also what I did, I took and put, make sure you season your gravy. You have to season your gravy. I gotta wash my dishes over here. You have to season your gravy. So what I did, I went back and put garlic pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, more onion powder because I want onion taste. And I put just a little bit of the seasoning on in there. And I tasted it a little bit. And that gravy got to be the flavor to go over that rice, okay? I'll see y'all back when I get ready to plate this up. This is the end results of the hamburger rice and gravy. I like a lot of gravy on my hamburger, and girl, y'all, it's good. See y'all on the next vlog. Hello guys, what I did today was shuck corn and cut the ends, and now what we're about to do is use some vegetable wash, and this is how I wash my fruit and my vegetables. Then you just come over here, turn on the water, and just let it fill up, but you won't, and just wash your fruit off. This is fresh sweet corn. And what happened yesterday, a sweet lady asked, do we eat corn? Now, I don't know about this piece, but I was told we could eat this. Nothing is wrong with it. Plus, I'm getting a couple of ears out of the way. So now what you do, you pour it out. And I was like,
I thought he was gonna be someone lavish because he was in the military.
Close the.
Ain't no arm and stuff out there, nothing.
I think they do a second ceremony for them. Close the. Okay guys, we back. I found my strainer. So now I have washed these and I'm going to put them in my bowl over here. And I got a couple more ears to wash. So what we do, we just put them in our strainer like this. I'm only going to do 4 ears. And I got to get you some of this. This is the best stuff on the market for cleaning your vegetables. Just take and a spray it. And get your water and just clean them off. Clean it off. Okay? Make sure you clean your vegetables to get rid of all that residue and all that extra stuff that be going on them. This is sweet corn. A sweet lady asked, y'all eat corn? And I was like, sure. She gave us 2 bags. 2, like the Piggly Wiggly bags that you would get. She gave us 2 bags, y'all. So this veggie wash, you can find this in your local grocery store. See, all I'm doing is just spraying it. And then what I'm gonna do is just go back over and spray the back part because I have it in a strainer. And then what I do is just come and just wash it off just like that. But I am going to cut this off. Once I clean it, I'll be cutting that part off. Because I just want my corn to look like this. I don't want either end on it, right? So y'all, I'm going to see y'all back once I get this in the pan and ready to eat. I think I'm just going to do about 6 ears. And we're going to get those over there on the stove in the pan, and I'll see you guys back. Okay guys, we got the corn in the pot. We're going to put the top on, and we're going to let this do what it do, and I'll see y'all back with the finished results. Welcome back guys. The corn is finished. You're only supposed to cook fresh corn from 3 to 5 minutes. Larger corn from 5 to 7 minutes. Ears, this is fresh corn, and you're supposed to add your salt and butter at the end of your cooking But this is the end results, and I'm about to dig into it. But what I did was left my top on to let the steam finish cooking it just a little bit more for me. But that's your average time that I mentioned before in the video. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys back soon.